what's going on, guys? It is Gimmin here, and welcome back to a mod review with Bench. If we sound a little tired or annoyed, we tried recording this like a week ago, and everything broke. Everything fucking broke. It all died. So
Evan and I had to go to band things, and guess what? My band got second place.
Hey, good for you. I'm proud of you on that one.
I'm very pissed.
Oh.
Because the other band didn't even perform a good show.
Oh, you got gypped, eh?
And they scored a 90, and we scored an 88.6.
Ooh. Well, you know what would make you feel better, Bench? Lots and lots of trades. Trains always make everything better.
Yeah.
It'll be okay, bud. It'll be okay. So this is the Luna Locomotive mod pack. Really?
I clicked the wrong one.
This is a pack of 21 new locomotives that are added to the game with this mod pack. A couple of notes that I've written down this time specifically.
There you go. So
there is a tender swap pack that you can get with this as well, but that adds 180 some locomotive or tender swaps. If you really want that, you can get it. But we are going to just look at the standard locomotives. So, starting off with the biggest thing in the pack when it comes to switchers, it is the 060-45 heavy switcher. And I have been personally testing a lot of these off camera without Bench here. And I have to say, for this locomotive, it's pretty bloody good. Like, it is very, very good for what it is. Bench hasn't really gotten a lot of time to goof with these locomotives.
Oh, I've had band things.
Because of his band things. So, right off the bat, just by your just looking at the engine on your point of view, first impression, essentially, what do you think of it?
Beefy boiler.
It is very, very, very beefy. These are all based on real locomotives, and they're pretty much down to the detail accurate. But for an 060, 45,000 pounds of tractive effort is insane.
Beefy boiler, small cylinder, small wheels. Go
Pretty much. We've been hearing through the grapevine that there's going to be even bigger, beefier things coming along the line. If you want to see the price tags for all these locomotives, pause right here, and you'll be able to see the price tags, because going through that would be a nightmare. We're not going to do that. But you will need Greninja's whistle mod to make this work. You'll need a couple other mods to make this function, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it to get all these engines. Moving on down the line here, we have the medium 060 switcher. And it's the S32. Now, immediately, someone is going to ask the question, what does the S stand for? Does it stand for switcher? No, it stands for superheated, because this particular one is superheated. And it's also a very, very good working locomotive. I'm super impressed by it. I love how it's got very decent coal capacity. It's a little lighter in terms of work, obviously, than the heavy 060 with 32,400 pounds. But I mean, it's good. I have no idea what Bench is doing. But I'm just going to let him do his thing, because at this point, if he's going to just be autistic and do what he do, then you know what? That's okay. Because autism link. For those who know that reference, you're oldies, and I love you. But yes, beautiful 060. But you can't have a large and a medium without a small, medium, at large. There are two versions of the small industrial 060. There is the 060 industrial switcher, the T16, which is dolled up right now in the SMAL shrimpy look, which is really cool. I love it. Go check out WNC. Yes, it does have an air bell. It does. I didn't notice that before, but it's got an air bell. If you want more information on Luna's Locomotive mod pack and actually like the history behind these locomotives, there will be a link in the description to their review, and it talks about the actual history of each engine individually. But I think Shrimpy has something that the others don't have. If we hop into the cab here, oh, it's not Shrimpy.
It's not Shrimpy. It's the 080.
Thank you. These do have fully looked at interiors. They have full interiors as well. Everything is essentially customizable on them, and it is really, really cool, and I love it. They're very great. But if we look here at the top of the list, as Bench is moving the 062, it is 15,200 pounds of tractive effort, and that's not a bad little tank. The 062, on the other hand, is basically the same thing, but you're paying for extra fuel capacity. That's what you're paying for. You're paying for extra fuel capacity.
You can look up the locomotive by itself without engines behind it.
But it's good. It's a very good little dude. They're hard working. Pretty much everything works on them. There are a few bugs, but we're not going to get into the bugs. But they're very, very, very good. But now we've got the 060s out of the way. What if you want something that's the size of an 060, but got the brute strength of the heavy? Well, then you have the 080 industrial heavy switcher. And
there's a surprise in the cab.
There is a surprise in the cab. But the one cool thing that I love goofing at with this particular engine is you can see that there's a red bucket on the front of the engine. That bucket is customizable. You can customize that bucket. And I only noticed this earlier while playing on my own private save. There's a wrench right up at the front of the locomotive, right next to the air compressor. And that wrench will swing as the locomotive is running down the track. But the chains will not. The chains will not swing. But this is quite a powerful little locomotive. They're very, very beefy. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's 26,500 pounds of tractive effort. So this thing is a chunkus of a tank engine. And the whistle to boot. But inside the cab, there's a Winchester rifle. But some people might think, oh, well, a Winchester rifle is good for getting rid of, pests and problems and animals. Well, what if I need to get rid of something bigger? Don't worry, you have an anti-tank rifle. Just in case. I was the one that found this. You were the one that found this. I heard that WNCR had put an anti-tank rifle in one of the engines, but I didn't know which one. I'm kind of surprised it's the 080. The 080 also has functional porthole windows as well, which is really, really cool. And it's also super customizable and really, really neat. And again, if you want the price tag of the locomotive, here's the price tag right here. But we're going to move on now from the 080s, and we're now going to move on to the 280s, I believe. Oh, no, we're moving on to the decapods. Sorry, I forgot what lineup I had for these. So there are two decapods here that are pretty much identical. There is only one difference between these two decapods. They are labeled in-game as the S74 Decapod Center Headlight and the S74 Decapod High Headlight. So, really, they're about the same price. As far as I know, they're the same price. They're not that they're very powerful for what they are. They've got some heft to them. Oh god, I zoomed way out on that. Holy crap. Let's see. Right here. Yeah, they have both the same heft and same price. 47,200 pounds. And really the only difference is you're basically picking which headlight configuration do I want. There's a similar one. There's a similar one with the S48s, which we will get into in a moment. But these things are...
Light.
Oh, geez, yeah. I've been staring at that wondering why. And both of them have that. And both of them, it kind of makes sense. But if you look very carefully between the center headlight and the high-mounted headlight, they're almost level. The tender light is almost level, which is weird. Again, inside the cab, very cool, very awesome. Love this. Some of these engines have Easter eggs, but we're not going to show those off because you have to go look for yourself. Ha 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 ha. So
the anti-tank rifle, we'll show that one.
The anti-tank rifle will show, but there's a few that we will not be showing off. But yes, the decapods, good medium workhorses. I've been putting them through their paces on my private line, and they're good. They are really good. But now we're moving on from the 080s, or the 210s, to the 260s. And this adorable little tyke is a light mogul. It's friend-shaped. You can't hate this. It's friend-shaped. It is 100% without a shadow of my doubts friend-shaped. What are you doing over there? He's ignoring me. Classic bench.
Can you not hear me? There you
go. I said, what are you doing?
Oh. Don's questions.
Fair enough. So this is the 260-19 Light Mogul. I have been using this thing solely on a Larka branch, and it is perfect for that job. It is perfect. I think it's amazing. I think it's wonderful. Now, all of these locomotives we've been showing currently don't have that many customization options. You can put class lamps on them, safety markers on them, sand domes, and you can change the pilot on this one. But we are slowly getting into the ones that have crazy levels of customization. But as Bench pulls this forward, it is an amazing little locomotive. Now, something that I forgot to mention that I probably should have mentioned is the Luna Locomotive Works builder plate. There is a reference on this builder plate. From what I know, the number on the builder's plate, so this is 65, is the date, is the order in which the engine was made in Blender, which I think is really cool. Also, the Lunar Locomotive Works, I love this builder plate. This is a gorgeous builder's plate. Raider Locomotive Works makes a good builder's plate too, but Luna Locomotive Works, I really like this. The Raiders one is good though. This one also has a special feature, which is this wooden pole here, which I'm almost certain is for shunting. I'm almost certain it's for that. But it's got a sloped back tender. It's very nice, very well designed, and for what it is, it's a very hard working locomotive. Very, very hard working. But we're not even through with the locomotives yet, because now we're starting to get into the fun ones. Oh, Bench was testing one of the 080 or the 280 or the little guy. Moving on down the line here, we've got the medium mogul, the S29. Now, if you remember, the S29 is officially a superheated mogul. And Bench? Bench, are you okay?
Yes. Yes, I'm okay.
Okay. I know you're tired, so that's why I'm doing all the talking. I know you've just been doing a lot, so. The Dash 29 Medium Mogul is really a good engine. It's decent in strength, decent in power, but now you're gonna notice something in the customizations window. We can change the position of the handrail, ding 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 ding. And if we do that, it's because we can move the headlight. We can keep it on the boiler, or we can mount it on the front of the smoke box. So now we're getting into the fun stuff when it comes to customizations. And don't worry, you can make abominations where the handrail goes through the headlight. But you can have happy face or sad face, basically. And I love this engine. It's a good engine. I've been using it as a heavy hauler on the Alarka branch, and it's good. It's very good. It could easily do just about anything you throw at it. But I would not recommend trying to do something stupid like going over red marble with it. But it's a good engine. It is a good engine. Moving on. We are now at the 280s. Now the 280s, these are good engines too. Like, I love these 280s. And we're starting off quite strong with the light consolidation. I gotta find it here. There we go. Light consolidation. All of the Luna Locomotive Works engines will have the LLW on them to signify that they are the Luna Locomotive Works locomotives. Okay. So, this engine, pretty darn good for what it is. It is very, very good for what it is. A very powerful little 080. It's got a very, very open cab. It's impressive for what it is. But of course, we're getting into the crazy customizations now. So what can you do? Well, you can have the standard pilot, you can have the numbers, the safety decals, the headlights, but you can also move the handrail on this one and do the same thing and move where the headlight is. So if you want different headlights on this one, you can have that. And it's impressive. They also come with a whole bunch of liveries, but unfortunately, I'm unable to go through all the liveries because it would just take too bloody long. So, Bench, please get the light consolidation out of the way. Thank you. Preach. Moving on.
I'm not crashing them yet.
What do you mean, yet?
You'll see.
Oh my god, we have to be careful with these, Bench. Next, we have the S35, also known as the medium consolidation. Now, again, I'm going to point this out. There are two versions of the S35, or the 35. There is the 35 here, and there's the S35. So the S35 is back there. It's that engine right there, number 15. But the only difference you're paying for is essentially no difference in price. You're just choosing whether or not you want superheating or not. That's what the S stands for. So, beautiful locomotive, absolutely incredible. But of course, more customization options. Simple customization options, but customization options nonetheless.
Basically paying for bragging rights.
Even though they're the same price, you're basically choosing to have a bragging right and saying that this engine is superheated. This one, on the other hand, has something different. Oh, this is new. This one has the dots on it, on the wheels. You can put dots on the wheels on this one. That's new. I haven't seen that. Wait. Oh, shoot. Hang on. Oh, that changes the font. Dude, are you seeing that? Look at number 15 real quick. No, stop. Look at number 15 when I choose this decal. Ready?
Oh, that's cool.
I have not seen that before. I have not seen that. Is that on both of them? It is on both of them. Okay, so this one has some custom lettering options on it as well. Did not know that. That's completely new. You can tell that because I'm acting like I've never seen this before in my life. But that is really, really nifty. I like that. Let's hop into the cab here real quick. Whee! Very, very nice looking cab. Very, very good thing. The problem is they're both the same price. And I think you get basically the same amount of tractive effort. So if you buy the S35, you're buying for bragging rights. That's about it. Now these two, I almost goofed up on. These are the heavy consolidations. I nearly goofed when writing for the heavy consolidations. So the one that's being moved right now is the center headlight. And it is a very, very good consolidation for what it is. I like how on the cab it says NWR for Northwestern Railway, already hinting and teasing at the fact that we're going to have a lot of these mods on the railroad. But 48,500 pounds, the cab is incredible, very well done. But what kind of customizations can you get? You're probably wondering. Simple customizations, because this is a standard mock headlight. Just like the the high mounted headlight, you're getting the same thing, just a different design. So you're having the options for two separate designs, which is all right. Not bad. They're good though. Very powerful, very hardworking, and I personally love them to death. But now we're moving on to probably the part that a lot of people will go apeshit over. This is the 282 section. Yeah, 282s. I don't know what he's doing, but I know he's tired, so I'm gonna let it slide. These are 282s, and oh my god, are there 282s. There are several amazing 282s. But we're starting off with the S30 logging locomotive. And I just can't believe the beauty of this 282. Especially the Vanderbilt tender. Just look at this tender. It is so different than anything I've ever seen in the game. It's awesome. This is a great locomotive. Bench, have you been eating in the cabs again?
What do you mean have I been?
There's a can of Del Monte whole corn in here.
Oh, that's where I left my Del Monte.
So yeah, there's another one of the little secrets that you can find in these locomotives. There's a can of Del Monte in here. But again, very awesome looking cab. And this one comes with the water sight with extra lights on them. So you can set them all up and boom, your cab's all lit up. I love that. I think that is so cool. It's awesome. But anyway, stats for it are right here. 30,200 pounds of tractive effort, price tag. Very good locomotive. If you want a small Mikado, not bad. Now, this Mikado is the S35A. And the S35A, you might notice, has a bit of a strange feature to it. As you look, you'll automatically notice that it has two bells, which is a real thing that the real world locomotive had. And at this point, this is where the customizations get a little more crazy, because you can take everything off and you can leave it blank. But if we start adding stuff, it does have a nameplate. You can have footboards, a custom style pilot, a wooden style pilot. You can have the class lamps on the locomotive, and then there are 3 headlights you can have for the locomotive. Now, all of these don't really make much of a difference, but if you have this one or this one, oh no. Well, that looks normal. But yes.
I like the bell or whistle.
You like the whistle on it?
Yes.
I think I modified the whistle in this, but I'm not too sure. But this is a very good medium tier 080 or 282. Even though it says it's a light, I've been using this for road freights. And it's pretty bloody good. Now, at the same time of the S35A, there's the S35B. And the S35B is pretty much the same thing. The only difference is you don't get as many crazy stuff. You get the marker lights, you get the cool headlights on the locomotive, which is amazing. You've got the wood pilot, the custom pilot, the footboards, the number plates, safety decals, and snow numbers, sand dome numbers. But both of them are the same price. It's just whether or not you want you wanted the Class A or Class B, essentially. Very, very good interior. Both of these are exceptionally good over-the-road workhorses. I love them. They're awesome. How do they compare to the in-game mic? It's just nice to have a mainline 282 finally in-game. But a lot of people probably spotted this thing behind it. We go from the lights to the heavies pretty fast. We are now looking at the Heavy Mikado, the S51. Now, the S51 has a ton of features. It also has cantered piston valves, but if you don't want the cantered piston valves, that's okay. You can bypass the cantered piston valves. It has 5 different headlights to choose from. But me personally, I like number 4. It has pilots that include the NZR pilot, regular footboards, the LLW custom pilot, Norfolk and Western pilot, and the Pierre Marquette pilot. But I'm leaving the one that I had on it already. And of course, because it's there, you can customize the smokestack. And you can add extra handrails to the locomotive as well. You can have nameplates on the front as well of 2 different varieties. But yes, the Heavy Mikado, a humongous road freight 282 that is just a beef. It's just beef. I've been using that on my private save for all the road freights now, and it just slaps so hard. And finally, out of the 282 class of locomotives, you have the S56 Heavy Mikado Deluxe. It sounds like I'm ordering from frickin' McDonald's at this rate. I can see that Bench has been here recently. Bench has been here very, very recently. I love you, Bench. So this is the final of the freight locomotives that you get. There are 2 nameplates, several pilots that you can pick from, and this one has a whopping 6 headlights to choose from. And they're all very different and very unique, but if you want to be cursed, you can just put them all on. And you can just blot out the moon with all the headlights.
Oh, I like the bell.
Now, you may think that's where this pack ends, as with the Mikados and everything. You may think that's where this pack ends. But oh no, There are 2 locomotives in this pack that Bench has learned very specifically, if he touches them, I will lose my mind. And they are hiding behind this set of cars here. It is the heavy...
Would you like me to move those cars for you?
No, thank you. I'm already over here. I started sprinting.
Oh.
These are the heavy Pacifics of the game. Now, this mod pack makes me giddy. I am so unbelievably just giddy over these Pacifics. You don't get much difference between the S39 and the S39E. The only difference is you're paying your same price, different decals. Now, instantaneously, I fell in love with these. Why? Because they are Chinese locomotives from China Rail. I have been dying to get my hands on a Chinese-built steam locomotive since forever, because I love working with my Chinese 282. I love it. So, these engines are the passenger locomotives you get in the fleet, but they do just as good as freight hauling engines. And for those who are kind of like, well, I don't want a Chinese locomotive, that's okay. You can Americanize them. You can customize them to any design you want. Now, these also have customizable headlights, but there's a few things that we are not able to show you. So you can see on these engines, there are 2 different marker light placements. There's smoke deflectors and there's train boards that you can customize. But there are several headlights. There's the standard one that I had already on. There's the double headlight on the bottom, which Bench thinks is the most cursed thing known to man.
As it is.
There's the high-mounted smoke box headlight, and there's a more American-style Pacific-centered headlight. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Also, everything on these is fully customizable. You can paint the ever-living daylights out of them, and it's amazing. It's cool. Well, they're perfect. They are perfect.
Hey,
also,
I did a thing.
All the fuel capacity on these locomotives is incredible. What are you doing?
I figured this thing looks really good with a passenger train.
What, the 282? Oh, that green does look good with the passenger consist. Also, I'm surprised you found that, first of all.
Oh, I'm very observant.
Also, wait a minute. Your numbers are all blacked out.
Oh yeah, I did that.
So, anywho, that's all the stats and features of these locomotives. If you guys want this mod pack and you want some new steam power, honest to God, I fully recommend getting this stuff. Like, oh my God. It adds so much to the game and yet does so little to change the aspect of how you play. And honestly, that doesn't bother me, because adding these locomotives, it's beautiful. Each and every one of them is so unique and so gorgeous. I love all of them. If I had to pick a favorite, it's the Pacifics, but that's besides the point. All of them are incredibly awesome. And
Official bench rating, 9.8 out of 10.
Official bench rating, 9.5 out of 10.
9.8.
9.8! Oh my God. This is easily a 10 out of 10 pack. There is no doubt in my mind that this is a 10 out of 10 pack. And
Not enough power for me to be satisfied.
It will come, brother. It will come. But with that being said, there's one other thing I want to point out. If you have Lego Man's used market The LLW locomotives will now appear in the used market, and you can buy them for scrap value. So, if you want to make some more preservation style locomotives, now's the time. I see where the, I see where you're going. Oh, dear God. You could have just MU'd them all. Started from the ground up.
Felt lazy.
It would have been lazier to do that first. Well, I guess that gives me an idea for what we're going to do for season 3. What am I going to do with you? I think I'm going to have to give you caffeine from our sponsor. And there's the sponsorship. Tricked you fuckers. Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, hit the like button down below. Hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the notification button. Become part of the gamer team. Check out Bench's channel in the description down below.
Yeah.
I feel like I should chase after him.
And he just gave up.
Psych! I'm going right as the credits are rolling. I'm going right as the fade goes out. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you right as the fade goes out. No!
I'm gonna be bro.